Welcome back my kings and queens. Here are 10 Blender tips to make you a professional. Let's start right into the first tip. Tip number 1. Let's say you want to create a rim of a car and you have this basic shape already created, and now you need to go ahead and select every other face, so you could go ahead and extrude all of the faces to the middle point. Now we're talking, I have already selected every other face, as the circle only consists out of 16 vertices. But let's say you want to make it high poly. So you have added in a cylinder with 64 vertices, and I would go ahead and start to select every other face. And you can see that this is taking quite some time. So there's actually a way faster way to do this. First of all, go ahead and deselect all with Alt and A, then go ahead and hold Alt and go ahead and click on an edge in the inner circle to select all of the faces. Then go ahead and press F3 to open up the search menu and go ahead and type in checker deselect. Press enter, and just like this, only every other face gets selected and you can go ahead and continue working on your rim. Tip number 2. Let's say you want to create a window inside of a wall. For this you have already created the needed geometry, so then you could go ahead and press 3 to go into the face selection mode, select this face right here, press X and click on faces, and select this face right here, press X and click on faces. Now you could go ahead and press 1 to go into the vertex select mode, select these 4 vertices right here and press F, select these 2 vertices and press F until all of the faces are filled in. This of course would be a way to do this, but actually there's a way faster way to do this. Just go ahead and select the face at the front, rotate your view and select the face at the back, go ahead and press right click and go ahead and click on bridge faces. And just like this, you have created your hole for your window way faster. And if you're interested in even more functions like this, then of course go ahead and stick around to the end of the video, and you can also go ahead and check out my full beginner course where I've covered every common function in Blender, but also these expert functions like you saw right now. So go ahead and get your access with the first link in my description. Tip number 3. If you for any reason would need a circle in this area right here, you could go ahead and slide the vertices to make it look like a circular shape, but you would never go ahead and create a perfect circle like this. Instead, there are 2 easy ways to do this. First of all, go ahead and press 3 to go into the face selection mode. Go ahead and select all of the faces that need to be in a circular shape, and press X and click on faces to delete the faces. Press 2 to go into the edge selecting mode. With Shift and Alt, go ahead and click on an edge to select the complete edge loop of edges, and go ahead and press Alt, Shift and S, and now you can go ahead and move your mouse to create a circular shape, and you can go ahead and type in 1 to create a perfect circle. An even easier method would be to just go ahead and use the loop tools at the step right here by pressing right click, heading over to loop tools and clicking on circle. Tip number 4. So I don't think that I'm telling you something new if I would go ahead and said that you can go ahead and create a bevel by using Ctrl and B. And you probably know that you can go ahead and increase the bevel by moving your mouse and decrease it again. And one more thing that you definitely knew is that you can go ahead and increase the segments by scrolling on your mouse wheel and decrease them again. But I guess for all of the other functions of the bevel, you would first go ahead and apply the bevel, and then go ahead and use this menu at the bottom left. In this menu you can go ahead and again increase or decrease the bevel, change the segments or reduce the segments, and you can also go ahead and change the profile of the bevel. But actually you could also go ahead and change the profile by adding in the bevel and then pressing P to adjust the profile. Tip number 5. So you know that you can go ahead and use the extrude function by pressing E. And the extrude function works in every direction. But what do you do if you want to extrude a circular shape? Because if you go ahead and press E, you can see that this is not the extrusion that you wanted to achieve. So first of all, go ahead and press right click and then Ctrl and Z to undo this. In this case, go ahead and press Alt and E to open up the extrude menu, and right here you have different options to choose from. The first one, extrude faces, would be the same that we have already seen by pressing E, but you can also go ahead and extrude faces along the normals to achieve this extrusion, or you could also go ahead and extrude individual faces to get this extrusion. Tip number 6. If you have this pattern right here which you want to go ahead and duplicate all over again, don't just go ahead and do it by hand for every part of the pattern. Instead, there are again 2 ways to do this. The first way would be to go ahead and press Shift and D and an X, so you can go ahead and align this part of the pattern exactly with the other part right here, and press left click to apply the duplication, and after this you can go ahead and press Shift and R to repeat the same step that you have done before. An even easier way to do this would be to go ahead and click on the modifier symbol at the right side, head over to add modifier, head over to generate, and add an array modifier. With the array modifier, you can easily go ahead and increase the count, and in this case you would need to go ahead and decrease the X offset so that you don't have any gaps between the parts of the segment. Tip number 7. If you should have an object with a ramp like this one right here, and you want to go ahead and take this ramp and make it a little bit longer, but you definitely want to keep the same angle that you have between both of these faces right here, you will never go ahead and achieve this by taking this face and pressing G and moving it freely with your hand. Instead, what you need to do is to go ahead and press double G to slide the face, and at the top right here you can see this yellow edge that appears, and on this edge you can go ahead and slide the face, and then you can go ahead and press C to extend the lines, and you can go ahead and slide the face up to the point on which you need it to be. Tip number 8. If you have added in some extra geometry to an object that you had, and you have messed up with the space in between the vertices, there is a really easy way to space out the vertices perfectly. For this, go ahead and select the first vertex, and with Ctrl the last vertex, then press right click at the top, head over to Loop Tools and go ahead and click on Space. In this case, we will also go ahead and repeat this on the other side so that every face has the exact same size. Tip number 9. If you have an object similar to this one and you would need to go ahead and take both of these vertices and connect them, do not go ahead and do this by pressing F, because like this, that connection that you have created completely ignores the geometry between the vertices. So go ahead and undo this by pressing Ctrl and Z, and with both of the vertices selected, go ahead and press J to join these vertices together. Doing this, the join function automatically creates a ray between the vertices. Tip number 10. If you want to create some sort of a pipe, you can go ahead and select the top face, go into the front or the side view by pressing numpad 1 or numpad 3, and of course you could go ahead and press E, R to rotate it, G to move it, and S to scale this, and just go ahead and repeat this all over again until you have achieved your final pipe. But of course there's a very easy way to do this. Just go ahead and hold Ctrl and press right click to the point on which you want to extrude and rotate the face. Then just go ahead and press S to scale this down, and repeat it by holding Ctrl and pressing right click and S for scaling it down. Alright kings and queens, these were 10 Blender tips that will go ahead and take you from a Blender beginner to a Blender professional. If you want to get into the professional state even faster, you can go ahead and check out my full step-by-step beginner course, where I have covered every most important function in Blender and where I have created this low poly forest house scene. So definitely go ahead and check this out with the first link in my description. My kings and queens, do not forget to join my Discord server. I wish you all of the best for the future, and we will go ahead and see us in the next video.